look at how India's relations, and you talked about national interest, we've talked about this in the past, India's national interest in both these contexts. So, for instance, Russian oil has gone up to about 40% of our, contributing to about
36
40%,
to be exact, but yeah, still,
close to 40% of our oil imports from about 2%. And we've got India abstain several times now on any resolutions that the General Assembly has tried to bring on Gaza because of its relationship, because of our relationship now strategically with Israel.
That's right.
And I've spoken to former ambassadors who say that, you know, the last resolution, even allies of Israel have actually voted against Israel on that one. So help us evaluate what you make of India's national interest.
We find it out.
Both of these two.
So the last vote of the General Assembly,
Yeah.
India voted for a ceasefire. And there are very few countries now left supporting Israel's continuing this war, and India is no longer amongst them. So that's good. But earlier, you're right. It was strategic calculations. I'm guessing, because no one explained it to me, but I think the feeling was that India felt that that Israel is too indispensable a partner in a number of areas, particularly relating to defense and security issues, and that they felt, therefore, that they have to show Israel the appreciation that an abstention would give them, as opposed to asking them to abandon what they judge to be their strategic interest in continuing the conflict. But now India, like in common with the rest of the world, says enough is enough. This has to stop. And they have now gone ahead and voted in the General Assembly.
And so many countries have now have said that they will recognize Palestine. India has already done that. But do you...
We were the first
Yes.
country outside the region to recognize Palestine.
Is there a diminishing of India's moral authority, moral position, given that we understand pragmatism and national interest is what drives nations on this front?
Well, there is certainly a change between the sort of moralistic India of the Nehruvian era and the more pragmatic India since then. But did that change only happen now? I mean, one could argue that Indira Gandhi signing the Indo-Soviet Treaty of Peace, Friendship and Cooperation in 1971 was a very pragmatic act, especially since it involved an adversary in the Cold War at that time, and then proceeding later to ignore it when it had served its purpose in the 71 war with Pakistan. Those are very pragmatic and very